Alright guys, so it is October 10th and it's 7:30 in the morning and I have to start getting Maya ready for preschool and I had to get Noah up and get him ready. Yeah, you gotta go to preschool. Maya's already in here, she woke up. But, so here's the backstory.
You done crying?
Yeah, I'm done crying. So I woke up and I took a pregnancy test. A cheap one, just a Walmart one. I usually, with both of my, go lay down. With both of my kids, I like never took a cheap one. Like had to do the first response. And then with Noah, that's all I knew. So I just always did first response. So I've never really taken these. One from Walmart, and this was the result. That is a blazing positive. And according to my period app, because I keep track of my periods, I'm not supposed to have my period for 2 more days. Like my period is due in 2 days. My period is due in 2 days. And I'm usually pretty regular, like give it a day or two, but I'm usually pretty regular. This is a complete shock. Like I wish I would have got my reaction, but I just didn't even think to pull out my camera because I was like, oh, it's gonna be negative. I don't really have any symptoms. The main reason why I took it was because the only thing I have been experiencing is extreme moodiness and tired. Like I've been so moody and so tired. That's it. Like that's my only symptoms. And that's a little weird for me. Yesterday, Sunday, I was so moody and just passed out. I fell asleep and I woke up and I'm like, that's a little weird. But I blamed it on stress. And I'm breaking out. Like, look at all these breakouts. And I remember from Noah's pregnancy, I broke out a lot too. But I'm going to do another test to make sure it's positive. I mean, how positive do you want it to be? You know, like, it's just, that's really positive. So, I'm going to do another one. And we will see, hopefully, what it says. But it's a shock. Like, it's a shock because I don't feel pregnant. And so, I don't know. Like, I'm crying. I'm sorry. And I gotta get her ready for preschool. But that came up so quick.
Look there, we painted the tree for it.
Hey, good work, Pete. It's very colorful.
We're gonna put it up in the tree fort. Right, Frank?
Oh my god.
It's kind of crowded up there right now. And,
That line came up before the control line. Alright guys, so there's both the tests. This one is dried and this one hasn't even been like a minute yet. So, I mean, they're really positive. I've never had that blazing of a positive before my period, which makes me nervous because, I mean, it all runs through our heads. Like, what if it's multiples? And I don't think it is. But, with Maya, I was like 5 weeks when I found out. So that test happened just like this test. I peed on it and it instantly came up. With Noah, we knew we wanted a second baby after we got married. So I kind of knew when my periods were going to happen. And yeah, I didn't get a positive until I can't remember. It was in October, so these are both going to be June babies. This is going to be a June baby again. And Noah, like, I got the faintest line. I'll, like, try to leave a link. But the only time I got a positive just like this right away before the control line was with Myah. So it makes me nervous that I'm 2 days before my period. I mean, I could be off. My tracker could be off. My periods could be a little off. But it just makes, I'm like sad because I don't know how I feel because of the situation we're in now. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I'm crying. I mean, we're married, so, well, I mean, I know we're going to be happy and it's going to be a blessing for our family. It's just the situation we're in right now. And I know some people will say, well, what about birth control? I was never on birth control. I was on birth control when I was a teenager. I'm 23 now. And I didn't like the way birth control made me feel, so it made me gain a lot of weight. It was just not good. So after I had Myah, we just did, I guess you could say, natural family planning or whatever, which we were careful, and it worked until we wanted to get pregnant with Myah, or pregnant with Noah, and then, yeah, and then this whole time after having Noah, Noah's almost 16 months old. He's 15 and a half, almost 16 months old. And so we've gone almost 16 months basically without any birth control until now. So I'm just so scared. I gotta get my kid ready for school. I gotta get Myah ready for school. So I'm gonna tell Gage probably today, but we're not gonna tell anybody probably for a while. I'm sorry I'm crying. I'm crying more than I did with Noah, but it's just a shock. It's a shock. So, yeah, I'll show you. Alright, so there are the tests, and they're both really, really positive. Okay, so I picked up 2 more tests. One is the week's estimator. If I can get it open. And I still have my first morning urine. So I have this one going, and now I'm going to do this one. Alright, so this one is still thinking, and this one is already done. This one was a clear pregnant. +3.